What's going on, everybody? It's Ashton, your coach of the Winnipeg Jet Punches, and today I'm excited to bring you back yet another Pokemon Draft League content video. This, of course, being the URSDL. It is week 1, and we are in the very exciting season of Ubers, season 6, of course. And we have a very scary matchup against Jax. He's going to be coach of the Louisville Chadots again, and it's a very fun matchup because we have pretty much the battle of the Solgaleo forms, which I'm very excited about. But you have a lot of very exciting week 1 matches, and if you're interested to see what they are, be sure to check out the Discord. I've linked it in the draft stream video. If you've not checked it out, please make sure to give that a check because it is very interesting. Very powerful Pokemon that were drafted in that draft, as well as some very interesting Pokemon as well. But in order to, of course, be able to see that for yourself, you have to watch the whole thing. So please make sure you give that a look. But without further ado, my opponent has a very scary team, and I'm going to let you in on what it is. It consists of a very scary team that includes Necrozma Duskmane, Mega Blaziken, Darkrai, Zapdos, Ferrothorn, Clodsire, Alomomola, Regirock, Drampa, Daxbun, Smeargle, which is his Terror Captain, and Cubchoo. I don't know, I'm kind of scared about the Cubchoo, not gonna lie. I think it could make a lot of waves into me. I say this now, and of course I'm gonna get swept by a Snowscape Sword Stance Cubchoo, but hey, it's a fun matchup. I've said this already, but just having the two Solgaleo forms fighting in week 1 is pretty cool. But Jax is no slouch in battling either. We actually have gone decently even with Jax in the recent past. I do believe overall we have a winning record against Jax as a coach in Draft League, at least. But as of recent, I think we're only up 1-1 or 2-1. So yeah, we have our work cut out for us here. And we have conjured up a couple things to hopefully take on a team that's very scary, both in the offensive defensive side. Like, some things I'm worried about definitely are the effective static and iron barbs that it's going to have on my team this week. So I'm definitely going to try to be on the lookout for those things, as you can see from my team build. So yeah, just make sure to keep that in mind while you're looking at the team builder. But to kick things off, we have a Protective Pads Solgaleo with Morning Sun, Work Up, Flame Charge, and Sunsteel Strike. We have a decent amount of Spidef in order to ensure that we have a chance of living a Life Orb Dark Pulse from a Darkrai with its Timid Nature. And after a Flame Charge with a Speed Investment, I'm pretty sure we do outspeed my opponent's entire team, barring the Speed Boost on Mega Blaziken and stuff like that. But otherwise we do a very decent job of setting up with this Pokemon. Very safe, especially into things like Zapdos, which would otherwise be a very good defensive switch in. Protective Pads allows us to alleviate the chance of us getting staticked, and hopefully he's not going to bring the Thunder Wave on that as well. That'd be kind of annoying. But, we actually do a decent amount with a Sunsteel Strike after getting a couple workups off. I believe after +3 we pretty much 2-shot everything on his team, so that's kind of curious to note there. And barring, I guess, Clodsire if it's physically defensive, I think that's the only thing that doesn't get 2-shot, but we have things for that too. So this thing does very well. And I think another thing worth noting is that I think a lot of people are going to be running a lot of Rocky Helmet sets into my team, just where my two Ubers are both physical and don't appreciate that. And, I definitely expect that coming from something like an Alomomola, and I think especially with this set it would be a bit annoying versus us, because then we'd have to be clicking Morning Sun more frequently. So I think that just kind of elaborates the importance of Protective Pads on this Solgaleo this week. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be running for Solgaleo in our season debut. I'm going to kick things off on the second Pokemon here with Choice Band. It's going to be Urshifu with the Choice Band. Pretty standard stuff, but I was kind of on the questionable on the moveset this week. I had penciled in a couple things differently before settling with this moveset here. Main thing that I was kind of debating was whether or not Close Combat was worthy enough to be brought here, and I ended up opting not to bring it, even though it would allow me to have a way of guaranteed OHKOing the Darkrai. This set with Choice Band allows us to two-shot everything, pretty much everything, if not everything, gets two-shot by one combination, or a couple combinations of moves. Sucker Punch is pretty nice as a clutch response to a agility up Duskmane Necrozma or late game Blaziken with speed boost that's chipped and stuff like that. So yeah, just wanted to make sure that I had a nice speed control option, and I think I valued that a lot more than I valued the potential damage output of close combat. I don't really think I'm going to be clicking close combat too much in this matchup anyway, just where he has quite a few resists to that move. So I just felt like I opted for Sucker Punch because it felt like it was a lot better. Ironhead's really only there for the Dax Bun. It allows us to guarantee two-shot that thing, I believe. So, yeah, barring any boost, we should be able to deal with that pretty handily. And then we're bringing Dragapult. It's going to be Dragon Fang this week because I wanted to make sure that I had the opportunity to switch up moves, and I didn't really want the damage from Life Orb settling in on us, especially where something that's like, I don't want to take Life Orb damage from U-turn. I don't think that's something that I value that this thing's health more than 10% off U-turn. So Dragon Fang just allows us to have a really decent chance of two-shotting a lot of his team. I think nothing really appreciates Dragon Darts that would want to switch in that isn't Daxbun, and I think Daxbun doesn't have a very... It has a place, but it's not a place... It doesn't have a place where I think it's going to be doing too much against us. It looks very good on paper, but I don't think it's that good. Anyway, yeah, we have Dragon Dance and Fan of Force in order to ensure that we have, you know, just a couple more ways of doing damage to his team. I believe Fan of Force is really good into Necrozma. And, I can basically kind of scout. It kind of forces him to regret or to not click agility haphazardly, if that makes sense. Because it's just kind of like Fan of Force almost acts as a scout for that, because I'm able to Fan of Force before he agilities, and then because I'm assuming he'll have enough bulk, like if he was like a weakness policy set, I'm assuming he'd have enough bulk to sorry if you hear that thunder, hopefully my power doesn't go while I'm recording this, but I'm assuming he'd have enough enough bulk to live a Shadow Ball from this, or most variants of this, and in order to proc his weakness policy. So what this does is it allows me to Fan of Force fast after a Dragon Dance, or before a Dragon Dance even. He'd agility, he'd be able to attack, he'd attack first the following turn, and I'd be able to hopefully KO him with a Fan of Force next turn. So that's kind of the thinking behind this Pokemon. And then for the second half of the team, I'm just going to make sure that this appears properly. It will not, so that's kind of unfortunate, so I'm going to see if I can't fix that here quick. Just give me a sec here, guys, I'm sorry. Still not working. Okay, yeah. It's kind of hard with this the layout of Showdown to make sure that everything is capturing properly. Okay, so yeah, here's the second half of my team. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I'll get it fixed for next week. Basically, it's pretty standard. Wanted to make sure that I have a physically defensive switch in for a lot of my opponent's big hitters. Mainly, of course, his two Urbers are going to be physical there. So Gliscor is going to be our next Pokemon here with Stealth Rock, Swords Dance, Toxic Earthquake. Toxic being there just to make sure that I have a way of dealing sizable damage to the Zapdos without getting, allowing it a chance to basically damage the heck out of Gliscor and roost off the damage himself. Yeah, this Pokemon does pretty well into my opponent. Trying to think. I really wanted to run Roost on the set too, but I really felt like there was a big usage for Stealth Rock this week, so I opted for that. Especially in the instance that he's like Rocky Helmet instead of heavy duty boots on something like Alamomola. I felt like it was in my best interest to be able to ensure everything has the best opportunity to two-shot things. It also really helps for things like Dragon Fang, Dragon Darts, Dragapult to be able to have a better chance of two-shotting something like a Zapdos or a Clodsire. So yeah, I just wanted to, again, make sure I had the best chance possible of two-shotting things like that. And then we have Crocolore. Crocolore is going to be making a debut in week 1 of season 6 of this league. It's going to be there, of course, to take hits from the Necrozma even after it is set up, as well as the Blaziken. and then potentially slack off the damage or yawn the damage. Play some mind games with those two moves there. But yeah, Encore's kind of nice too, because I get to switch I Encore Crocolore in on something like a trying to think here. There's a couple things that are slower. I know Fairthorn and Clodsire are slower. I guess Clodsire, because I can I can encore that thing into like setting hazards, which is kind of funny. And yeah, just put that thing in the blender a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Crocolore this week. Yeah, I think people really underrated this Pokemon at 3 points, but it's going to come to a lot more matches than people believe it will. It's going to give a lot more coaches a lot more trouble than they think that it would otherwise. So yeah, be on the lookout for Crocolore this week. And then finally we have a Heavy Duty Boots Togekiss. It's going to be Spadeft in order to allow us to better take on the Darkrai, just giving us at least one switch. And I believe after a Nasty Plot we can take almost any 2 hits from Gliscor, barring like Sludge Bomb if it's like Modest Life Orb, or maybe even Timid Life Orb is a roll. If not, it's a roll in their favor. So Darker is definitely the biggest threat in my opinion to my team, and we're gonna see if we can't do our best to make sure that we don't lose to it. But yeah, Togekiss is gonna be our main answer to the Darkrai, and also to prevent Hazard Stack from things like the Clodsire with Defog there, and Toxic's going to be nice for Zapdos, of course, too. So yeah, we have a pretty standard team here. We're going to see if we can't hop into the battle against Jax here shortly, and yeah, be sure to stay tuned for that, because you're going to see some Ubers clash, and it's going to be very, very fun. All right, see you guys there. All right, so it is that time. We're just going to see if we can't hop right onto this battle and see how it goes. This is actually the second take of this battle, as Jax accidentally brought a banned ability on one of his Pokemon. So yeah, you're going to see his Team 6 here. He accidentally brought Moody on his Smeargle, which was shown on the ban list on the dock. So it's okay, we were able to catch it early on, and just hop on in. I'm just going to get the live battle link here again. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do the same leads. We had Smeargle, Dragapult. I led Dragapult thinking that it would be beneficial to Dragon Darts here, so we're just going to recreate the same first 2 turns, except he's going to sacrifice his Smeargle, I believe. Or no, he's probably going to try to go into Alamola, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. We're back to where we started. All right. Now I think we can potentially try to set up on Aloe here. I think this kind of confirms that it's physically defensive based on the damage. Although it did do 44%, so it might be a little bit less physically defensive than we thought. Like 100. Actually, it's not physically defensive. It might not be physically well, no, it has to be like some sort of physical defense. So we'll just call it that for now. At +1, he doesn't potentially have knockoff here, so that could be a little bit annoying. I think here, I don't know, we could potentially go into Togekiss and try to get the Roost off. We could also D-Dance, expecting him to flip turn. If I D-Dance and he gets rid of my Dragon Fang, just 50 to 59, so it's a roll. I think I'll D-Dance. I'm banking on a flip turning here. Play roughs, that's fine. So we can, never mind. That's a shame. We'll have to U-turn out on this, I think, now, and we'll go into Togekiss, maybe. I think it's the play. Yeah, I think we'll go into Togekiss here. Play reps me again. That's fine. I think we'll just defog. Yeah, that play rough lowering my attack was kind of unfortunate there. Could just Dragon Darts into something again next turn. Would have been kind of nice. Okay, so we see Necrozma come in. Okay, so I think we'll just go right into Crocalor, kind of show that off. See what he goes for here. We could have also, we could also go into Gliscor potentially. No, we'll go into Crocalor first. I was just thinking, like, he might not click Earthquake right away. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. We'll have to try to navigate this Pokemon. It's actually a little bit trickier of a matchup than I thought. I kind of actually want to activate my Toxic Orb. So maybe I will go into Gliscor now. Yeah, I'll go into Gliscor first. So we see Gliscor, so we see DD. Okay, that's kind of what we were thinking. And we'll go right into our Crocalor here, which is unaware. It's gonna be nice. Crocalor comes in. We do see the Stone Edge. And based on that, I'm kind of surprised he went for that, to be honest. Offensive Dragon Dance. Stone Edge. It's 43 to 50, so we kind of got a high roll there. I think I'll just slack off. I'm really thinking he's weakness policy. I do have the emergency button Urshifu, so worst case scenario I can utilize that for this. Okay, so we do see the Aloe. I think here we could potentially go into Solgaleo or Dragapult. I think Dragapult's okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, Scald. You do get the burn, so kind of shitty. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Darts. Just try to get damage. Let this thing go down here. Okay, so kind of down a little bit crappier than I would have liked at the beginning. A Wicked Blow here doesn't look bad. So I know he's not fully physically defensive, so I think this should kill. Let's say he's like that. Yeah, so this should kill here. Just Wicked Blow. Something should die, I think. really see how he breaks Gliscor plus Togekiss yet. Unless he's Nasty Plot Darkrai. Ferrothorn's the switch, yep. Okay, Juicy Barbs. Just Barbs, that's kind of nice. I think we can blow again, because we always have the emergency button. Sucker Punch as use. Even if this thing takes a little bit of damage here. It's kind of nice. Curious to see what he switches in after this thing goes down. Darkrai? Oh, okay. Well, we guarantee take one hit from Darkrai unless it's Focus Blast, so... Do we not just... He's not gonna... He has to attack here, is the thing. Like... Togekiss versus Darkrai. Say he's Life Orb. With Focus Blast and... Focus Blast... Yeah, like, a Focus Blast plus a Sludge Bomb doesn't kill Togekiss here, so... Even if he makes the read, like, I can always go back into Urshifu and Sucker. Actually, I know the skills, but I'm just gonna look. Yeah, no, I have to do this play, I think. Hypnosis, yeah. So, that's kind of nice. Actually, do we not just go into Gliscor? Might risk the Hypnosis again is the thing. Oh, Gliscor on the Hypnosis potential. Yeah, cool. Alright, we will just EQ so we don't mess with this too much. Aloe, that's fine. Does an Ice Beam kill here? It's no anything. Ice Beam. No, it does not. It doesn't hardly do anything. So we could potentially set up on this or Toxic. I kind of like the idea of getting Toxic off on this thing. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go for Jesus, I'm getting hacked. I hate that so much. I'll go for Rocks here. No Sashes can get in the way that way. Not that Necrozma's gonna be carrying Sash, but you know. Anyway. Flip turn, that's fine. It's your switch. Smeargle, okay, well. You can't Spore me, so I kind of want to just Earthquake. I could also go into blue, potentially. I think I'll just Earthquake this. Yeah, Sticky Web, that's fine. I can get rid of that at some point. It's a little bit annoying, but I guess I'll take the trade for now. Necrozma, Duskmane versus Gliscor. Necrozma, Duskmane. Offensive. That +1 doesn't do a whole lot. And then we can, at +2, do some. Is it guaranteed to KO? That's interesting. I think we should Sword Stance here. And then try to Earthquake you. Stone Edge, okay. Not weakness policy, crazy. Crazy, crazy. I kind of want to go into Crocolore here. Just so I'm not taking too much damage on this. Go into the U. Yeah, that's not doing a lot. Then I think we'll just Flamethrower. We can potentially Yawn as well, actually. I don't mind that play. Earthquake, that's fine. Yeah. I could go into this. Just get some poison heal off. That's cool. I think I'll just Earthquake right away. In this case. And then try to Toxic the Aloe again. Miss Stone Edge. Okay, that's kind of good for us. Yeah, okay. It doesn't die. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll just Earthquake again. Might as well. Stone Edge wouldn't have done too much anyway. Kind of sad Dragon Bolt went down the way it did. With a burn and minus attack drop on it. But hey. We got a lot of good fortune in the first time we drafted it, so I'm going to consider Dragon Bolt's job well done. Alright, so we get Mega Blaziken out of the way, that's kind of nice. We still have to deal with that Darkrai, which is going to be a bit annoying here. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes, but... Pharaoh. Let's see. Pharaoh. Thorn. If you're max defense, I should kill you. Oh, I'm plus. That's not +2. You live. Okay, so I kind of want to go into Togekiss and Defog because I don't feel like Hazard's gonna be too great for me at the end. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll just Defog right away. It's fine. I'm gonna go into probably Crocolore on this. Yeah, it's kind of tricky, isn't it? I could go into Solgaleo actually here. Would be terrible. Or this. I'll go into the Gliscor. It's probably my safer switch. Yeah, okay, so we'll just Sword Stance on this. Yeah, the Darkrai being chipped in makes this endgame a little bit less hard to navigate. Just need to make sure that this thing's weakened. Yeah, so we can just keep Sword Stancing on this. No. I think we'll just Earthquake here. I think we're at +4, so... 52, yeah. No, we'll just Earthquake here. Yeah, that's not going to appreciate that. Yeah, cool. Let's do it again. Yeah, Gliscor looks really strong this week. We're full health again. Solid. We will just Earthquake here, I think. We're at full health. No, we need to get fancy with another Sword Stance. Yeah, we two-shot. It's nice. Yeah, that's not doing anything. And we're back up to full after this turn, so... Yeah, really solid here. Good showing from Gliscor. I think he's going to clean the game up for us. Yeah, cool. So unless this thing has Ice Beam, we're not going to be fancy. We're just going to go right for the Earthquake here. I'm poisoned. Yeah, there's no way he killed me from there. And then Solgaleo comes in and dies to an Earthquake. And that's going to be a 1-0 for your Winnipeg Jet Punches this week. That is a very crazy way to start a season, but I'm going to take it. Gliscor going absolutely in. And yeah, we're going to see if we can't carry this momentum into week 2. I can't remember who our opponent is, but they're going down. All right, take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. All right, bye-bye.